Museveni is just a person of a bad heart, but he's intelligent. His son is not. And I want to emphasize that. Because Museveni will never go to a public platform to celebrate torture. He will actually deny. But the son will torture you as he celebrates on social media that I am torturing this one. So you now have people who have no shame.
SSEMUJJU has obliterated General Moses Kainerugaba. He came out to equate General Moses Kainerugaba as a person who knows nothing about the politics, as a person who doesn't have wisdom. And I think to a certain extent it may seem true, because if you see what General Museveni does and what his son does, you clearly see the opposite. If General Museveni can never come out, even if he does something bad, to celebrate it, yet on the contrary, his son Moses Kainerugaba, because of excitement, he comes out to do things outside the constitution and he just stamps about them. There's a day he called members of parliament clowns. That's why I hate these members of parliament who come from the NRM. Someone who's a CDF calls you clowns when you are doing your duty, and you keep quiet and you continue praise worshipping him. Okay? So Honorable SSEMUJJU came out and obliterated and wiped the floor with Moses Kainerugaba. So in this episode, I've come to talk about Honorable SSEMUJJU's statement, what it means to our politics, and most importantly, the sedimentaries we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to recommend that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, the day General MUHOOZI started engaging the public is the day we put his intellectual capacity down. When you want to know how someone thinks, you follow what he says. Because in Uganda we have a saying that says what is on the heart is expressed by the mouth. Many of the cases, when you see General MUHOOZI tweet, you clearly see that he doesn't know where Uganda is going. He doesn't have Ugandan at heart. A sitting CDF comes out to abduct a certain person and is changed about it, torturing a person in a basement. And all the allies from the NRM continue clapping without questioning these things. If we were in another democracy, such things wouldn't have happened. In fact, the CDF would have called upon to resign. But in Uganda, it is a status quo because these people overrun the constitution. It is so unfortunate. God is going to punish us Ugandans for not standing up for our rights, but also is going to punish members of parliament and those elites who look on when our rights are being abused, yet they have a voice. It's going to punish cultural leaders. It's going to punish pastors and reverends who don't come out to speak, yet they gave them a platform to speak about these injustices. Okay? This goes to our fathers and mothers in faith. Do you think if Jesus was in Uganda, would keep quiet when these things are happening? Of course not. You are being complicit to the crime. Okay? So Honorable SSEMUJJU obliterating Moses SSEMUJJU, and he was right, and in fact he said this statement.
Museveni is just a person of a bad heart, but he's intelligent. His son is not. And I want to emphasize that. Because Museveni will never go to a public platform to celebrate torture. He will actually deny. But the son will torture you as he celebrates on social media that I am torturing this one. So you now have people who have no shame, and they are the ones in charge. I mean, these things you saw in Kawempe, Museveni will do them differently. He will beat you either in your house or at night. In fact, when we are protesting with the Vestige, the time we have been with him, the moment you see them beating journalists, you know you will follow. The first thing is to clear the media. When you see the media being cleared, I used to move with Rukwago. Then you take a decision whether you stay in and get beaten or you run away. But MUHOOZI will beat you before cameras, and he will celebrate and he will congratulate those who are beating. That's why it's going to be the difference in these elections. That it will take people of very strong spine to say, let me go in and get killed.
That is Honorable SSEMUJJU. And he's right. General Moses Kainerugaba thinks that power is permanent, that is the rightful heir to the power, not knowing that there are very many people who have tried to take over power in the way he wants it, and it has backfired. There is no one in history that has ever subjugated damnation for as long as he wants. The best option is to follow the constitution, because under the constitution we are both equal. This constitution stipulates on how someone is supposed to take power, not selling us fear, not abducting and torturing people, not trying people in military courts. Moses continues to do that. Moses Kainerugaba, the first people who will want to take you will be from the army, not even us, and we shall come out to fight for you if they are doing it unconstitutionally. You continue abusing human rights. You just stamp about abducting people because maybe your father in power, maybe you're the CDF. But the day we want the constitution to rescue you, it will be very far from your grip. In fact, there are very many ways to take power. If I was in Moses' shoes, the worst is what the journey is taking. There are very many ways. Meet the people, sell your agenda. In fact, you have the resources and everything, the backing of the state. Instead of selling fear, intimidating, selling fear only makes situations worse. And I know they will backfire. God does not forget. We've seen worse dictators doing worse. The end up has not always been good. So, General Moses, think through this. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.
Sigadde nze Mr. Makindi Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali kantu ene guno omukisa okubategeeza mbu ngenda kwesimba okuwa MP Makindi East 2026 nesimbawo lubi era nkomawo bataata bamaama basenga bajjajja okubasaba akalulu. Makindi East ediridde nnyo emabega okumala emyaka 2 okuva omugenzi Sebana we yagenda. Yensonga lwaki buli mukulembeze ajja tumuwayo ekisanja kimu kubanga tukola ensobi. Akulembeza Makindi East okumalenga emyaka 15 buli ranking abakulembeza abakozi b'e parliament abatacyasinze kwogera babeera mu abiri abasemba. Ebyo bintu birina okwogerwa. Twetaaga omukulembeze ng'alina obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Twetaaga omukulembeze nga fighter, si bano bajooka. Bw'obanga ogenda saabalira ku mazzi ne baleeta eryato ly'ebbumba ne baleeta ne speed boat, tosobola kukwata lyato lya bbumba ogenda osaabale kubanga lijja kunywa amazzi obbire bassebo ne bannyabo. Oba olina kulondawo speed boat efubutuka kaweewo ekusomese mangu. Nze Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali, nze speed boat. Bannaye munonde muninnye nsooke mbasaabaze ku speed ey'ekizungirizi. Eddoboozi lyaffe libadde teriwulirwa. Kyekiseera mu 2026 mulonde nze kamwa kwogera Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali ayina eddoboozi eryamwanguka ajoyimirira ku parliament ayanje ensonga mu beesimbyewo bonna bassebo ne bannyabo teri ansinga kwanja nsonga. Abaneesimbyeko bonna baneegomba olw'engeri gye njogeramu, olw'engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Gw'oba okiwakana eno YouTube yange sooka ogiraba ogifollowing ogisharing olayo ne video eziriko engeri gye nnambika ensonga. kuba mwakafaananyi nga ndi ku folo ya palamenti nga ŋŋamba Mr Speaker sa oba Madam Speaker sa waliwo asobola okugaana okuwulira. So mu 2026 tetukola era ne mulonda omulala atali Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. Musibe bulungi, mweraba. Peace.
Mpala na wala kusaba kimuze mpala na bulungi waji abampala no bulungi nange benjagala obulungi.